Hello, church family. Hello, Saddleback Church, Irvine South. Pastor John here. And I know it's been a long time since we've seen each other in person. We are kind of in month 8 now, and still we have a lot of things going on in our country. I made this video, and this is not scripted, so there's probably going to be a lot of editing in this video. It came out different every time I filmed this video. So instead of trying to think about what I was going to say to prep, I decided just to hit record. I'm going to just talk a lot, and then I'll edit everything out. But I wanted to make this video, and I wanted to confess something to all of you. I wanted to share something that I struggled with a couple months ago, and I'll tell you why I'm sharing this with you. For me, as a father, I have 3 kids, and I have a 7-year-old boy, a 4-year-old girl, and then I have a baby. At the time of recording this video, she's going to be 8 months, almost 9 months actually, at the time of recording this video. And I'm thinking about them all the time. And during this entire pandemic, I was worried. I got to tell you, I'm that dad that worries about everything. I know some of you are like, wait, you're a pastor, and doesn't the Bible say don't worry? I know. That's just who I am. I worry a lot. I get so scared. And with this whole virus, I got really scared. Back in April and March, questions only, and there were no answers. I mean, we were all trying to figure out what was going on. Even the smartest docs and the smartest scientists of the world had no idea what was happening. And then, of course, as the months progressed, I felt like we got a little bit of data, but I felt like, again, we still have more questions than answers. And I was really worried about my kids, about my wife. I think about quarantine. I live in an apartment. And I'm thinking, if one of us get it, where am I going to quarantine? In the bathroom. The bathroom is the only place I could go. I'm going to sleep in the bathtub and just sleep on the floor, or, be in the bathroom the whole day. So this is who I am. And I wish I had strong confidence like some of you. That's a skill, by the way, to have that confidence and just not be scared and not be worried about anything. And I gotta confess, being at home every day, I have all 3 kids here. My wife, luckily, she's still working, and she gets to work from home. But a couple of days during the week, she actually has to go into the office. And so there's about 2, sometimes 3 days, but there's about 2 days most of the time during the week where I have to watch all 3 kids by myself and try to do any church work I can in between, I guess, little pockets of time here and there. And I remember a couple weeks ago, my kids are young, and when kids are young, they're complaining and they're whining and things are happening. And, my son Matthew and my daughter Haven were fighting and whining about something. And I remember I just lost it. Like, it was like one of those days. Have you ever experienced one of those days? My patience ran out. My mental capacity to handle what they were whining about ran out. Get this, and of course, and some of you who had children or who have young kids right now, you get what I'm talking about. You know what they were fighting about? They were fighting about milkshakes. Like, I tried to do something nice for them, and I got them Chick-fil-A. I got them Chick-fil-A milkshakes, and they were fighting about milkshakes. And I lost it. I got so mad. And I remember I was yelling. I was so angry with them. I was telling them to be thankful. And I was not practicing Ephesians 4, speaking truth in love. There was no gentleness. It was just a really bad day for me. And I remember yelling at my son. And of course, he's crying. He's sad because he knows he's in trouble. And I remember he ran to his room. He's crying. And I remember that I went to my room, our master bedroom. And I remember I just broke down crying. I was so angry, but so disappointed. I remember just sitting there in my room, crying. disappointed in myself. I feel like I failed as a father. I feel like it was one of the worst days during these last 8 months. This in no way is trying to compare myself to you, because there are crazier things that I have been hearing and some of you have shared with me. I remember that day so vividly. I remember how I felt. I remember how sad I was. I remember I went into my son's room and I said sorry to him, and I was crying. And I remember my son saying, like, "Appa, why are you crying?" you know? And I was trying to explain to him, I'm crying because I feel so sad. And then my son, innocent 7-year-old, he's like, "Why are you sad? I'm the one who messed up, So I'm like crying more, It's like a 7-year-old, your 7-year-old saying that to you, How does that make you feel? It was probably one of the worst days I experienced during these last 8 months. I'm sharing this with you because the first group of people that I texted to share that I needed prayer and I just experienced one of the worst days of my life, it wasn't my coaches and mentors. I have various coaches and mentors. I have people who are much more seasoned in life than I am, that I trust and I talk to all the time. They're like my life coaches, and I didn't call any of them. The first group of people that I texted was the husbands in my small group. It was the other men in my small group. We have this text thread of husbands, and the wives in our group have their own text thread. And I texted them that day, and I told them, "Man, I need you guys to pray for me. I'm losing it. My mental game is off. I got really angry with my kids today. Come on, God, I need you guys to pray for me. I'm having a really, really tough time right now." I texted my small group because these are people that I have committed to, but I know they have also committed to me. We are in a group that has committed to walk alongside each other during life, in the good times and in the bad times. And isn't it during the bad times we need people the most? I remember my small group, again, the text thread, the husbands, they were praying for me, encouraging me. They were sharing their horror stories. And I just remembered that day and the next day just thinking, man, I'm so thankful for my small group. I'm so thankful. This might be weird for some of you to hear because I am a pastor. I've been a pastor for over 15 years. And some of us sometimes think that pastors are like, they don't struggle with sin. But that is totally a lie. We are humans, just like you. And I wanted to let you know that without my small group, I feel like that day might have turned into not just a bad day, but a bad week. It might have turned into a bad couple of weeks. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, it's still really hard right now. But my small group really helps me stay grounded. It helps me because I know there are people out there that are praying about me, thinking about me. I appreciated them because they would text me every now and then, check up on me. They knew like the days where I watched all 3 kids, like, "Hey man, I'm praying for you. I know this is the day, this is a hard day." Right now, we all need that in life. We need that. What I just shared with you, all of you need that in life, especially if you're going through tough times and experiencing bad days like me. I hope that your small groups are kind of going above and beyond a little bit. This is the most insane year ever that I think any of us have really experienced. I mean, just the amount of just disaster that has happened. There is a health pandemic, a social pandemic, political pandemic. In the midst of all that, Jesus revealed the gospel and the love and the sovereignty and his power to me through my small group. And I hope you can all do the same for your small group, in your small group, and maybe even start talking about this in your small group so it starts to happen more. That's my confession, and I wanted to share that story because I don't really talk to many of you a lot unless we're chatting through email, and I don't get to see a lot of you anymore because of, we have the digital service. I'm struggling with you. I'm trying my best just like you are. And I need a small group. Even a pastor, needs a small group in the same exact way that you need a small group, your small group. And I wanted to be vulnerable with you all. And I want to let you know that I'm praying for you all. I really do hope all of you are safe and healthy. And I really do hope that your small groups are unified through Christ, not through social or political or even recreational type of activities and ideas and beliefs. Do not let the tension of the world divide the unity of Christ. I think that's one of the main things that I've been meditating on and thinking about during this time. So blessings to your groups, and I hope that we will see each other in real life, not through videos. I hope we see each other very soon.